Hi, I'm 𝐬𝐮𝐪. Before I tell you my story, please like and subscribe. I was born on the outskirts of Paris, and my early life was pretty uneventful until I turned 7, and my parents decided we were going on our first real vacation. That involved flying to the Maldives on the other side of the earth. I was super excited, but as soon as the plane took off, I started feeling very uneasy. The height made me feel dizzy. Then, halfway in our flight, we started having really bad turbulence, and that made me panic. Are we gonna crash?
Don't be silly. The chances are really low.
So you're saying there is a slight chance we might die? I cried hysterically for the remaining flight, and when we finally landed, I was shaking. Not even a week of fun at sea could make me forget, and when it was time to go back home, I refused to get on the plane again. I caused such a scene at the airport that my parents had no choice but to take a ship for the return trip, and it drained their credit cards.
This is the last time we're going on vacation ever!
Mom and Dad argued about money all the way home, and soon after, they separated. I was convinced it was my fault. No, honey, we were having problems for a while, and don't worry, we'll be okay. But seeing them divorce was heartbreaking. Dad remarried, had new children, and completely forgot about me. Mom tried many things to cheer me up, but it seems like nothing was working until one day she took me ice skating at the local rink, and that changed everything. When I was on the ice, it felt like I was flying, and all my problems disappeared. Mom saw the potential I had and signed me up for private lessons. By the time I was 10, I was already winning junior local competitions. My training was expensive, but Mom worked double shifts to cover for it. If this is your dream, I will do anything in my power to help you. You're the best, Mom. I'll make you proud. At school, I did well enough. My peers admired me, but unfortunately, I didn't have many close friends. Also, as time went by, I started noticing I wasn't like other girls my age. Like one time when I was 15, I was at a friend's house for a sleepover and we were watching the movie Titanic. During the final scene, all the other girls were crying, but I just couldn't get it. I snatched the remote and paused the movie. This is so stupid. Look, there's enough room on that door for Jack to climb too. 𝐬𝐿𝐮, you're ruining the moment. This moment is already ruined. Who even likes such dumb movies? Needless to say, I was never invited for a movie night again. So maybe I wasn't that much of a romantic, or at all. Big deal. As I grew older, most of my peers started dating, breaking up, and crying over ice cream, while I was still waiting for my first crush to happen. I felt like I was being weird, and the only person in the world who got me was my best friend Louis. We got closer months ago. Mom is happy I'm not getting distracted by dating, but her sister and friends always ask why I don't have a boyfriend, as if there's something wrong with me.
It's not something you can force, the same way I can't like girls. And even if you never fall in love with someone, who cares? You're amazing just the way you are.
I know, but sometimes I wish I wasn't so different, and that guys would stop asking me out.
I wish that was my problem.
It would be if you came out.
No thank you, I'd rather swim with alligators.
Louis was terrified of his father finding out he was gay. In a way, we were both fishes out of water, and maybe that's why we got along so well. I knew I could talk to him about everything without being judged. When I turned 18, I was added to the national competition that would send the winner to the Olympics. That would give me the opportunity to have a real sponsor, relieving Mom of the huge financial burden. By that point, I was training daily, and my coach had given me a very complex program.
You have a real chance of winning, 𝐬𝐿𝐮, but you really need to land that triple axel.
That jump would keep me up at night. It was so difficult. Less than 20 women landed it in competition, ever. And as if that wasn't enough, one day, the restaurant where Mom worked caught fire, and she ended up in the hospital with a broken ankle and some burns. Her condition wasn't too serious, but she needed time to recover. I won't be able to work for a while. I'm sorry, 𝐬𝐿𝐮, but I can't pay your coach anymore. I was devastated. It felt like my only chance at a career had just been taken away. But I didn't want to show that to Mom. She was already feeling bad, and I didn't want to make her feel worse. I picked up a job in a small cafe to earn some extra cash, but between studying and working, I was exhausted. I was crying on the phone with Louis one night when he came up with a crazy solution.
You won't like it, but hear me out. My dad is having this big party in a couple of days with all his business partners, and he insisted that I invite my girlfriend.
What girlfriend?
I may have lied about that. Dad kept asking me why I was still single at my age, so I panicked and told him I was dating someone. I know it's wrong, but I never expected him to meet her. Anyway, you could pretend to be my girlfriend, and I'll ask him to sponsor you. He likes donating to all sorts of causes, and for a potential daughter-in-law, I'm sure he'll accept.
I don't know. Lies like that always end badly. Can't you just tell him the truth?
You don't know him. Ever since I was little, he wouldn't stop talking about my future wife and how he hopes I'll have like 25 grandkids. Trust me, this is the only way.
I was uncomfortable with the fake dating plan, but Louis was right. It would benefit both of us, at least until I managed to win the championship and get another sponsor. So when the day of the party rolled out, I put on my prettiest dress and ended up charming all of the guests. Louis was cold sweating when it was time to introduce me to his father, and I could see why. His dad was a very stern-looking man with a permanent frown on his face. But when we started talking, he seemed kind in his way. Louis took the opportunity to tell him about Mom's incident and how I needed help with my career.
I understand, but unfortunately, this isn't a good time for my company. Maybe next year.
I felt like the earth stopped spinning. Louis looked as shocked as me and promised to talk to his dad again, but it was of no use. Some days later, I was at the cafe working, but I really couldn't focus and started crying again. Just then, someone tapped on my shoulder.
Why is a pretty girl like you crying? You're ruining your makeup.
I looked up and saw Henry, a famous skater who had won the championship the previous season, staring at me. He sat me down, and I ended up telling him all my worries. So now, my career is basically over.
It doesn't have to be. I can pay for your training.
Really? You can? But why? You hardly know me.
I know that everyone needs to see real talent. My family is one of the wealthiest in the country.
My car insurance is more expensive than your lessons. It's nothing.
I couldn't believe my luck. From that day on, I started practicing with Henry, and he seemed quite impressed with my skills. Some days we would go have coffee after training. He was a lot more experienced than I was, and I loved hearing about his travels and all the talented people he met during competitions. One afternoon after practice, Henry was dropping me at home when he leaned in and tried to kiss me. I quickly pushed him away, and he seemed very confused.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
I think I might have given you the wrong idea, Henry. I like you, but only as a friend. I'm just not interested in dating anyone.
I see. What can I say? It's breaking my heart that you're doing this to me, and I get it, but I don't think any other guy would. You have to be careful about giving a guy wrong signals, especially when you get so close in such a short period. Guys always expect something in return. Anyway, I guess I'll leave now.
Henry gave me a quick hug and left. I decided to keep my distance from Henry after that. I didn't want to hurt him anymore. Soon it was time for the competition, but the day before the competition, I was so stressed out I could barely stay still. So Louis asked me to go to the local fair with him to calm my nerves down. We went to all the booths trying our luck. I spent an embarrassing amount of money at the duck pond game, and Louis won at the miniature rifle range. The lady gave him a huge heart-shaped plushie, which he gave to me.
A lucky charm for tomorrow.
Sure. It has nothing to do with how bulky this is. We were having a good time, going on roller coasters and eating fries. But just then, I heard someone calling my name from the crowd. I turned around and saw Henry walking in our direction.
So, he's the reason you broke up with me?
Henry? No, you're misunderstanding. Louis is just a friend.
Just like I was a friend to you? You know, if you liked someone else, you could have just said that. And what's even about this guy that made you reject me? Is it money?
Careful, dude. You got yourself a gold digger.
Don't you dare talk to her like that!
Or what? You'll hit me?
Henry took a step forward, his fist balled up, but I got in the way and pushed Henry aside. It's not worth it, Louis. He's just a crazy, possessive guy. Forget about him.
Oh, wow. Crazy and possessive? This is how you say thank you for being a good friend and helping you? Something this idiot would never do?
I wanted to argue more, but I decided against it and left with Louis. I couldn't believe Henry would turn on me like that. I thought he was my friend, but I couldn't waste too much sleep because of him. I had a competition to win. I set the alarm on my phone and went to sleep early so I got some rest. But the next morning, I woke up to Louis screaming in my face.
Get up, Elodie, you're late!
What? Oh my god, how did I not wake up? I checked my phone and the screen was glitching. It looks like my phone's broken.
We don't have time for that! Hurry up or you'll miss the competition!
I quickly got dressed and left with Louis, but the road was jam-packed with traffic. It was the weekend and the main carnival day. As if that wasn't enough, the main bridge was closed because of a small accident. This is the only way to cross the river. We're never gonna make it. What am I gonna do?
I might have an idea.
Louis got out of the car and we made our way back to the fair from the previous night.
Okay, anytime now.
Ew, What?
That.
I looked where Louis was pointing, and my heart dropped. Right over the fair, a couple of hot air balloons were already taking off, and others were waiting for customers on the ground. Oh, no. You gotta be kidding.
I know you're afraid of heights, but this is your only chance. Listen to me, 𝐬𝐮. You can't let your fear win. Not now, when you're so close to making your dream come true.
Louis was right. My stupid fear was getting in the way of my dreams. But I was stronger than that. We paid the man piloting the balloon and hopped on. As we took off, I closed my eyes and wrapped myself around Louis like an octopus.
You can look now. Trust me.
I slowly opened my eyes, and it was so different from what I remembered from that airplane all those years back. Sure, I was still afraid, but from up there, the world looked so peaceful and beautiful. The flight didn't last long, and soon we were landing in front of the arena. We ran inside, and I got my skates on just in time. The place was packed, but I felt confident and performed my best routine. And then came the final moment, the dreaded triple axel. I took a deep breath and spun 3 times, landing beautifully, and the crowd went crazy. The results were announced soon after, and I was over the moon to bag the first prize. Right after I got my trophy, I was getting back to Louis when Henry got in my way. What now?
I just came to tell you that I'm sorry. I was wrong and totally out of line. Also, I really thought that hackers would hack your phone and keep you away from the competition, but I guess talent always finds a way.
You hacked my phone? That's why the alarm didn't go off and nobody could reach me? That's horrible, Henry. Why would you do that?
Because I wanted to show you your place. But like I said, I was wrong, and I'd like to start a new friendship with you from scratch.
Yeah, I don't think so. I can't trust you, and friendship is based on trust. Now, if you'll excuse me, my friend is waiting for me. I went backstage to Louis and was kind of surprised to see his dad waiting for me.
Congratulations, young lady. I'm proud my son has such a talented girlfriend.
Actually, Dad,
Louis gathered himself for a moment and then told his dad the truth.
I'm sorry for all the lies, but all this time I was afraid of disappointing you.
You're right, I am disappointed, but with myself. I kept projecting my ideal life without even considering you'd want something different. Son, all I really care about is for you to be happy. And you, young lady, this was a big step in your life, and I have a surprise for you.
Louis and his dad took me home with them, where his dad had organized a party to welcome Mom after her discharge from the hospital. She couldn't be at the competition, so the party was our chance to celebrate together. Mom introduced herself and thanked him, and then they kept chatting, and it gave me a weird feeling. What's going on with our parents? They're so red. Are they sick?
Worse, they like each other.
And yes, you guessed it. That's how I ended up with a stepfather and brother. I learned that you have to face your fear, or you'll be afraid for the rest of your life. Hi, I'm Haley, better known as Haley, or Princess Haley, the poetess turned supermodel.
I don't think they know.
Of course they do. Everyone knows me. We'll get to that later. First, like and subscribe to MSA because I have a crazy story to tell you. My great-great-great-great-grandfather's sister was married to the Duke of Scotland, so that made us partially royal. Dad got a big chunk of land in inheritance, but he sold that and moved to New York to work as a designer where he met my mom. They got married and had me, but when I was 10, Mom decided to turn into a spiritual yogi. Truth is a myth. Happiness is a myth. Life is a myth. The only thing true is today, and today will be tomorrow, and tomorrow the day after. What is she saying, Dad? I wish I knew. Mom went bonkers, left for the Himalayas, and never came back. Dad was sad for a while, but then he threw himself into his work and started his own fashion line. And as for me, I fell in love with poetry. Roses are red, violets are blue. A face like yours belongs in a zoo.
Hold up. Violets are not blue. Violets are just, well, violets? I don't know. Who made this dumb poem?
It's poetry, okay? It doesn't always have to make sense. Yeah, so I loved poetry and spent hours in my room, reading and writing stuff from scratch. I dreamt of publishing my own set of poems when I grew up. But then I turned 18 and everything changed. I was at a shoot for Dad's new fashion venture when a photographer saw me and was totally floored. She's a diva. I've never seen so much beauty in my life before. She should be the face of your brand. Turns out the photographer was right and I was a natural. The ad went live after a week and Everyone loved me. I had fan accounts on social media, and my life became a series of parties and fancy dinners. At one such dinner, Dad introduced me to his investor son, Marcus. He was the only heir to his dad's multi-million-dollar business, and he was dumb as a button.
Dad got me a private jet last week for my birthday. Pick a country, and I'll take you for dinner there.
Really? I've always wanted to visit the United States of never in this lifetime.
That sounds like a cool place. Where exactly is it?
Oh, it's close to I Can't Believe You're So Stupid.
I've never heard of it, but I'm sure we could make something work.
This guy was unbelievable, and no matter how much I tried stalling him, Marcus just never gave up.
Poor guy.
You want to date him? I'm pretty sure he's single, and I can put in a good word for you.
No thank you.
Anyway, a few months passed, and my life as a model only got busier. I hardly got time to breathe and was constantly tired. I tried telling Dad about it, but he always had one thing to say.
It's just a phase. Just get a good night's sleep, and you'll be fine.
No, Dad, I need a break.
Breaks are for losers, Haley. You're on top, and if you want to stay there, you'll have to push your limits.
I tried, but things kept getting messier. And then one day during a party, I just decided I'd had enough. So when Dad was busy talking to some stupid investors, I slipped away, rushed across the street, and slid into a taxi. Let's go.
I need a location, ma'am.
Just take me to the first place that comes to your mind. Anywhere.
As you say.
The driver hit the accelerator and rushed through traffic, landing us straight in front of a public bathroom. Think of anything better?
I was under pressure, and I haven't peed in almost 12 hours. This is the only place I could think of. Now wait here, and I'll be back in 10.
You'll take 10 minutes to pee?
Yes, I have a big bladder, okay? Runs in the family, actually. Why am I telling you this?
No idea. The driver shot me a glance and darted to the bathroom. When he walked back, I noticed he was kind of cute.
You're drooling.
I'm not.
Want me to zoom in?
No, that won't be necessary, and I thought you were zipping it up.
Whatever.
Anyway, the guy introduced himself as Tyler and offered to take me to a diner close by, and I happily agreed. As the order came, I stuffed my face in food, while Tyler gave me a soft smirk.
So, what's your story?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're either incredibly brave or incredibly stupid to trust a taxi driver in the middle of the night.
I was hungry, and you looked harmless. Also, I always carry pepper spray in my bag, so in case you act funny, I'm well equipped. Tyler shot me a funny look before bursting into a laugh. I joined him, and the two of us ended up having a great time. I was kind of disappointed when he dropped me back home. I didn't think I'd ever meet Tyler again, but the next morning, while I was leaving for my shoot, I saw him outside my house. So, you've been thinking about me, I see?
You left this Minion keychain in my car last night.
Oh, this! Haha, of course! It's my lucky keychain! You know it's important to be lucky or you'll get unlucky. And you can't get unlucky because then you're just sad. And I don't want to be sad, so thanks for making me lucky. Sorry, I mean, bring my luck back. I should go.
Actually, I was thinking, do you want to grab some ice cream? Or not, you're probably busy. Darn right she is.
I turned around and saw Marcus walking in our direction.
Why are you talking to this loser, Haley? Is he bothering you?
The only thing bothering me is you, Marcus. Tyler here is a friend.
Really? I didn't know you were friends with sewer rats. What did you just call me?
Tyler stepped up with his fists balled up, but I got in the way. He's not worth it. And Marcus, stop butting in my conversations and find someone else to waste time with. Marcus looked furious, but I just held Tyler's arm and left. He was still mad when we got to the ice cream parlor, but I calmed it down and we ended up having a great time. Tyler was cute, easy to talk to, and he had the best taste in music. We got talking, and I told Tyler everything about my life and how I actually wanted to be a poet, but Dad was against it. Tyler tucked a strand of hair behind my ears and came closer, and my heartbeat was in chaos.
Excuse me. I think I need to get myself checked for diabetes.
You're spoiling my moment.
Fine.
So, yeah. After that day, Tyler and I just got closer. He would drop by at my shoots with my favorite coffee and we'd go for drives. I was the happiest I'd been in months with Tyler around. But of course, Marcus hated it.
What are these rumors about you going around with that gutter-faced taxi driver?
Firstly, that's none of your business. And secondly, they aren't rumors. I genuinely like Tyler.
So you'd choose that poor rat over me? Are you blind or just dumb?
Tyler is twice the man you'll ever be, Marcus. At least he works hard to pay his bills than just feed off his father's money like a parasite. Now get out of my way. I accidentally pushed Marcus a bit too hard, and he landed in a bunch of chairs. I'm sorry.
You'll pay for this, Haley. Mark my words.
Saying that, Marcus just got up and left, and when I got home, Dad was waiting for me, looking like a ball of fire.
What were you thinking, Haley? Marcus's dad is our biggest investors, and you hurt his son.
He was being annoying, Dad, and it was barely a scratch.
That's not the point. You need to treat Marcus better. He's not just anybody. He's a
moron, and he's rude and flashy. I'm already doing everything you're asking me to do and literally left all my dreams behind.
Like what? Become a poet and roam around asking people to read your stupid poems? Let's face it, Haley, you're doing so much better here with me. Now remember, next time you see Marcus, be nice and don't do anything stupid.
I wanted to argue more, but Dad got a phone call and he left. I was so bummed when I met Tyler the next day and told him what happened.
You did the right thing by standing up for yourself.
I don't know. Dad's not happy at all.
He'll be fine. Now come on, I want to show you something.
We were sitting on a bench overlooking the ranch when Tyler turned to me. He held my hand in his, and I felt my cheeks turn red.
Haley, I know it's probably a long shot, and you look like a dream in this moonlight, but I can't keep this to myself anymore. I think
Before Tyler could finish, someone pushed him hard and he landed on his face. I turned around and saw Marcus standing behind us. What the heck are you doing here?
Your dad has been calling you for hours, but you weren't answering. He thought someone kidnapped you and came to me for help, so I used my contacts to track you. And now, I'm gonna tell everyone how this guy abducted you. Unless, of course, you agree to come with me.
I'd rather eat a bag of worms than go anywhere with you.
Don't make me force you. I'd punch your teeth in before you touch Haley. Let's see what you got.
Marcus punched Tyler, but Tyler ducked away just in time. He kicked Marcus in the shin before punching his face.
Not my face, you moron!
Just then, the police walked in along with Dad. Marcus must have alerted them once he knew where I was.
Take him. He kidnapped my girlfriend and then hit me. See? He bruised my perfect jawline. I think I'm feeling dizzy.
Saying that, Marcus dropped to the ground like a fly and passed out.
Okay, I take my words back. Marcus is a moron.
Finally, we agree on something. Marcus was carried off in an ambulance. Tyler got arrested, and I tried to stop the police, but Dad shoved me in the back of his car and took me home. Why would you do that? Tyler is innocent, and Marcus is lying. I need to talk to the police.
You can't.
Why not?
Because I'll lose everything.
That's when Dad told me that a few months back, he ran into money troubles and started gambling. He even got involved with some illegal businesses and would have been in jail if Marcus's dad hadn't used his connections to help Dad out.
The only condition was that you and Marcus get married.
You've got to be kidding me!
I'm not. Marcus fell for you the day he saw your first dad. He's the one who told his dad to invest money in my business.
I thought you guys were old friends. Dad, I'm not marrying that jerk.
You don't have to marry him. You just need to date Marcus. I will stall the wedding by a few months and figure out a way to get out of this debt. Please, help me.
I wanted to say no, but Dad was practically begging me. I'd never seen him so helpless in my life before, and it crushed my heart. That night, I called Marcus and told him that I was ready to give him a chance if he took back his complaint against Tyler. Marcus agreed, and the next morning, Tyler was out. I went to the station to see Tyler, but before I could say anything, he spoke.
I don't think I want to see you anymore. You and I come from very different worlds. Reputation is everything for me, and I can't keep going to jail because of you. So it was nice knowing you, but goodbye.
Really? Is that how you feel about me?
Yes, just please, stay away from me.
Before I could say another word, Tyler walked away. I rushed after him, but Marcus got in my way.
You heard him, Hales. He doesn't want to see you. Now, be a good girlfriend and forget about that leech. I have planned something exciting for you.
The next few weeks were a blur. I missed Tyler terribly and tried reaching out to him, but he never responded. I wanted to go to his place and talk to him, but Marcus was stuck to me like chewing gum. And now, he was even more controlling than ever.
You look hideous in that dress. Change it.
It's my dad's design.
Well, it sucks. And keep your hair down. It hides your ears better. In fact, you should get plastic surgery to fix those ugly ears. The nose needs a little work too.
I'm fine just the way I am.
You could be better.
Marcus was horrible, and and Dad was nowhere close to getting the money. I didn't know what else to do except wait, but we were running out of time, and soon my engagement was announced. On the engagement day, I felt heavy and heartbroken. I was in the room, weeping my eyes out, when I heard some voices. I rushed outside to see Marcus holding my dad by the collar.
What do you mean you can't pay for a champagne fountain? I already told all my friends I don't have that kind of money, Marcus. You know that. Then beg, borrow, rob a bank. I don't care. It's customary in our culture for the girl's father to pay for everything.
Marcus kept screaming at Dad, and I felt my blood boil. I walked up to Marcus, punched him in his gut, and he winced like a little boy.
What do you think you're doing?
It's customary in my culture to punch the guy if he acts like a jerk. And for the record, this engagement is off.
You can't do that. I'll ruin you and your family.
Try me. I took Dad's hand and the two of us walked out of the venue. As expected, Marcus's dad pulled out his investment and tipped off the police about Dad's involvement in the illegal business deals, and he got arrested. Dad lost the company, and his case went to trial, but fortunately, we had enough savings to hire a good lawyer, and Dad's sentence was reduced to 6 months.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess, Haley. I wish I was a better father.
You can be one now, Dad. It's never too late. Are you crying?
No, I'm not! Don't look at me! I'm hideous!
I don't disagree. Anyway, I picked up modeling again and moved to a smaller apartment. Marcus tried getting in touch a few times, but I got a restraining order against him, and a few weeks later, I saw on the news that his dad was arrested for smuggling. Karma paid him a visit after all. Everything was falling in place, except I still missed Tyler a lot. I had gone to visit him at his family ranch, but his neighbors told me he'd moved. A few months passed, Dad got out of jail, and I finally quit modeling. I wanted to give poetry an honest shot and was writing in a cafe when I heard a familiar voice behind me.
Glad to see you're still writing.
Tyler? Oh my God, how have you been?
Good. I quit working as a taxi driver and got into college. We even sold the place on the ranch to move closer to college.
I know, I visited. Listen, Tyler, I know you don't want to see me, but
let me stop you right there. Whatever I said at the police station that day was because Marcus threatened me and my family, Haley. As much as I loved you, I couldn't let him hurt my mom and grandma the way he hurt me. So I decided to let you go. And it was the most difficult thing I'd ever done.
You should have just told me the truth, Ty. And hold up, did you say you loved me?
Yeah, dummy, I loved you. Actually, I think I still do. So, if you'd like, maybe we could catch up over coffee?
I'd like that. And in case it wasn't clear, I love you too.
I think that's pretty obvious now.
Yeah, whatever. Now, can you look away so we can kiss?